Hello YouTube, Brandy here. I am 1 week out from my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Feeling pretty good today, so I thought I would just kind of recap, tell you a little bit about my experience. I flew down to San Diego on February 24th and stayed at a hotel within my company's chain. We got there at about 11:30 at night, got to the hotel about midnight, went to bed and got up at 8 a.m. At 8 o'clock in the morning, I got a phone call from the driver from Be Lightweight, which is the company that I went through to have my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. They arranged everything for me. And he took me across the border into Tijuana, straight to the INT hospital. The trip all in all took about 25 minutes, including traffic at the border, so it really was not bad at all. Once we got to the hospital, I met Joanne, who was a coordinator, and she immediately made sure that myself and one of the other girls who was on the van with me down there got directly taken into our rooms. I was then told that I would be first up for surgery. So they started prepping me right away. Within about 15 minutes of being at the hotel, I actually had my echocardiogram. So that wasn't too bad. It was a little bit weird being naked in front of people who I had never met, but it happens. So they did that, and then they tried to get an IV on me, but I have really bad veins that tend to roll. So they tried and tried and tried, and then decided that they would just put the IV in when I got to the OR. So I was actually wheeled into the OR without any medication for my nerves, which was just terrible. Oh my gosh. The last thing I remember saying to my anesthesiologist was, "I'm newlywed, so please don't let me die, okay?" And then I was out. But everything went wonderfully. I woke up having some pain. And the doctor on the floor, named Dr. Sanchez, Dr. Juan Sanchez, was absolutely wonderful. All I had to do was say the word pain, and he had a nurse in giving me a shot in my arm for the pain and putting something into my IV for the nausea, which was absolutely great. I felt pretty good for most of the day of my surgery. I did walk a little bit, but then around 8 o'clock I quit taking the nausea medication and asking for it to be put into my IV because I wanted to be able to stay up and talk to my husband on Skype. So I made the mistake of going without the nausea medication, which was a huge problem. I ended up getting so sick about 10 o'clock that night. It was awful. So I had them put some more nausea medication in, and I passed out for the night. I did wake up the next morning and started walking a lot. I found that it was actually more comfortable to walk than to sit because I had a gas bubble that was sitting like right here and up into my shoulders, which was really uncomfortable. So I walked a lot that day. And then I went to take a shower, and the nurse came in. He was going to clamp off my IV so that I could safely shower. But when he went to do that, the IV actually came out of my arm. So what they decided to do, just because I'm such a tough stick, is to give me my pain medication and everything orally from there on out. So I continued to walk and everything. I did like 8 flights of stairs that day in the hospital, just trying to walk it off. And then they decided that I could actually go to the hotel a day early. They went on ahead and discharged me early, which was really nice, just because the hospital, I mean, you don't get a whole lot of rest in hospitals. So it was really nice to get to the hotel. There was another girl who was released the same day as me, and we went walking together. If any of you do go through the INT hospital, they will likely put you up at a hotel called Real Del Rio, which was really nice. The hotel was so cute. And half a block away, there's this little taco palapa, and they have the world's best beef broth. It tastes really good. It went down really easily, so it was good stuff. So my second day at the hotel, everybody else who had surgery the same day as me was released, and we did walk about 4 blocks down the road to a mall and did some shopping, which was really great. I picked up some things for my husband. I got a lot of juice there for at the hotel. It was called the Comercial del Mexicana. It's kind of like a Mexican Walmart, and they had a lot of sugar-free juices and things, so that was great. The following day, went back to San Diego, went with another girl who had surgery with her mother and my mom. We all went to Old Town San Diego, did some shopping there. I did overdo it a little bit, I'm not going to lie to you, and I was really sore by the time I got home. It was really bad. We got back to the hotel in San Diego. So I flew back home on March 1st, and the flights weren't too bad. The medication that I was given to take home was non-narcotic. It was basically what I would equate to a glorified Tylenol. So that was a little bit uncomfortable for me on the flight home. I did get through it though, and it wasn't too terrible. So it wasn't that bad. The past few days though, I have just been trying to relearn how to sip. I bought a bunch of straws because I find that it reminds me to sip slow. If I'm drinking just out of like a bottle of water, I drink too fast, and then I can feel everything hitting my pouch right up in here, and it's very uncomfortable. I do feel a knot in my stomach at times. It's the most bizarre feeling in the world. I don't really know how to describe it other than a knot. It's not the most painful thing in the world, but again, it's not very comfortable. I have not weighed in yet. I honestly don't own a scale. I'm going to go buy one though. I did have my first non-scale victory today though. I'm very surprised it happened so fast just because I was so swollen after surgery. Prior to my surgery, there was a pair of jeans that were really tight on me. They did not fit comfortably. It just was bad. Today was the first day I've actually put on my makeup and everything since surgery. So I decided, what the heck, I'm going to try these jeans on, and I put them on. They slid up perfectly. I buttoned them because they are button fly pants. No trouble whatsoever. So, yay, first non-scale victory. So happy about it. Other than that, there's not too much going on. I will buy a scale, and I will catch up with you all on that. I am not sure how much weight I've lost. You know, it's obviously not a whole pant size or anything like that, nothing that significant yet, but it's weight loss and redistribution of body fat, so I will take it. I am sorry, my dogs are going crazy, if you can hear that, but I just wanted to catch you up on my experience. It was really great. If I had it to do all over again, I would do it the exact same way. Dr. Rodriguez and his whole team were wonderful. I can't say enough about the nursing staff. Honestly, anytime I had pain, all I had to do was hit a call light, and somebody was in there within literally 30 seconds of that call light going on. My pain was very well managed, and they were just wonderful people. As for Tijuana as a whole, I felt perfectly safe. We went walking around without a guide, and I never felt threatened, not once. It's just common sense, I think. Don't go walking around at night by yourself. Stay in groups and stay in areas that you know are well visited by tourists, and you'll be fine. Other than that, that about wraps it up for me this week. I will check in next week with scale numbers. I will go buy a scale this week, I promise, and we will go from there. If anybody has any questions or anything, please feel free to ask me. I'd be more than happy to answer them to the best of my abilities, and I will talk to you later. Bye!